tatay sa pag-vlog?
Ako po ang gahold ng camera niya, cellphone. Ako po ang nag-hold. At kapag may obra si mama ko, ako po nag-vlog sa kanya. Pares magawa ng incubator, used oil stove. Ako po nag-vlog.
Anong nararamdaman mo kapag nakakatapos kayo ng tatay yung mga ginagawa tapos natulungan na si tatay?
Masaya po ako dahil tinutulungan ko po siya kada walang pasok. Kada Sabado, Domingo, walang pasok. Tinutulungan ko po siya magpugpog ng martilyo at mag-vlog. Binibintaya po sa ibang tao para makakuha kami ng pera, panggastos sa parehas ng kanin, ulam, at mga iba pang kailangan dito sa bahay namin. Baba.
Anong nararamdaman mo kapag sinasabi sa'yo marami natutuwa sa tatay?
Sobrang saya ko po na madami na kaming followers sa FB Reels. Nagbabanding po kami. Sobrang saya ko kapag maliligo kami sa beach. Yan po yung paborito ko na ginagawa namin.
Pag sa school, pag nakikita nila ba, sikat na pa, kilala na, anong nararamdaman? Ang sinasabi nila?
Sinasabi nila, kamusta naman po yung si Tatay Marjo? Sinasabihan ko po sila nga, maayos man lagay po. Tinutulungan ko lang po siya mag-vlog. Good job lang po sa mga aking ginagawa na sa school. Kapag perfect ako, sinasabihan niya po ako ng good job. Mag-aral lang po ng mabuti. Para makagraduate ka po, makahanap ka ng mabuting trabaho. Yan ang sinasabi sa akin kapag pumupunta ako sa school. Nag-aaral po ako ng mabuti para makagraduate po ako at makakuha ng magaling na trabaho, pares ng seaman. Yan po ang pangarap ko, maging seaman sa ilang araw. Dahil malaki yung kuha ng pera sa seaman.
Napaproud ka kaya? Napaproud ka?
Oo, opo. Na-proud po ako sa kanya. Mahal na mahal ko po sila ni Tatay Marjo at si Nanay Jenilyn. Mahal na mahal ko po silang dalawa.
Yung laging paalala ko sa anak ko is wag po bumarkada ng kasi yung anak ko pala kaibigan din. So sabi ko nga, yung kaibigan mo lang, yung kaibigan na totoong kaibigan, wag lang yung kaibigan sa baso. Tapos wag sumikap na siya sa pag-aaral niya kasi yun lang po yung pinaka-treasure na maibibigay ko. Sabi ko nga, mahirap lang tayo nak, pero pagsisikapan ko na na matapos mo yung pag-aaral mo, pagsisikapan ko na maibigay ko yung pangangailangan mo. Basta sabi ko nga, mag-aral ka lang ng mabuti kasi yun yung magagamit mo balang araw kasi nga kung baga marami ka nang natututunan. Saka lagi kong pinapaalala ko, kunwari pag pinagalitan ko yung anak ko, in-explain ko sa kanya na bakit kita pinagalitan para maintindihan niya na hindi lang yung pagalitan mo lang tapos bahala na, wala na, hindi alam ng bata na kaya pala siya pinagalitan kasi mali siya.
Nag-aaral po ako ng mabuti para mapakita sa ila na mahal ko sila. at nagtutulong sa kanila. Gusto kong sabihin ng tay, sa mali, kapag matanda na kayo, ako na po magpo-provide ng pera sa inyo, dalawa.
Pagpati sa mga programa at personalidad ng People's Television. Chi Atienza Valdepeñas, Diane Medina, Audrey Coriseta, Fifi de los Santos, at Rise and Shine Pilipinas. Ang mga parangal na ito ay alay namin para sa bayan.
Pasiglahin ang bawat umaga na puno ng good vibe.
Sari-saring mga impormasyon at kaalaman.
Kaya halina't mag-chill at enjoy!
Kasama ang inyong RSP Barkada dito lang sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas!
PTV Consumer Watch, bantay presyo sa gasolina. Isang oras na hitik na weekend balitaan ang sasa inyo tuwing Sabado at Linggo. Ulat Bayan Weekend. Kasama si Dominic Almelor. Alas 6 ng gabi. Dito lang sa PTV.
Inspirasyon ko, pamilya ko kasi siyempre una-una yung ginagawa ko is ano ko sa pamilya ko kasi gusto ko po na mabuhay ko po yung pamilya ko sa sarili kong pamamaraan. So sila yung ginagamit kong inspirasyon para po magpatuloy na hindi po kami magugutom, at least po magkakaroon ako ng income na maiuuwi ko sa aking mag-ina po.
Kahit PWD siya, hindi niya pinapakita na PWD talaga siya. Isang PWD na hindi kayang gawin ang kung anumang gawain. Pinapakita niya na kahit wala siyang kamay, kaya niya pa rin gawin lahat. Parang kumpleto lang yung pag-ano niya sa sarili niya, pagtrato niya sa sarili niya, parang kumpleto lang siya. Ay, yung mga aral na gusto kong makuha nila, ay lalo na sa mga PWD, kahit mga PWD kayo, may kapansanan kayo, magpupursige lang po kayo na kaya nyong gawin ang isang bagay. Itatak nyo lang sa isip nyo na kung kaya ng iba, kaya nyo ring gawin.
Sabi ko siya, padayo na sa mentras kaya. Magkilala sa may Diyos at libutan, importante, magkabuhi sa gugma. Punong-punong gugma. Kaya way man perfecto eh. Tras kaya yaga, mo man sa, nag-obra man sa. Isang mabudlay, okay lang sa. Gaway lang abat yaga kapoy ah. Makapoy na ito, pauway-uway lang eh.
So, ito na po mga idol, butas na.
Sinishare ko po yung mga ginagawa ko para po makita nila na ano po, na kahit na ganitong sitwasyon ako, nagsisikap ako, lumalaban ako ng patas sa buhay. Kumbaga, gusto ko makipagbigay sa kanila ng inspirasyon po na magpatuloy po sa buhay. Kadalasan nakikita ko sa ibang mga PWDs, nag-ano lang po, nanlilimos, yung ganun, parang easy money na lang na parang ayaw na magtrabaho kasi nawala na sila ng pag-asa. Ako naman po is nag-videos po ako para bubuhayin ko po yung, kumbaga, yung pag-asa nilang natutulog na parang gusto ko buhayin yun, parang gusto ko ipakita sa nila, ay, si ganito nga, nagsisikap, bakit ako hindi magsikap, yung ganun. Kagaya po ng sinabi sa akin ng isang kaibigan ko, sabi niya, kung kaya ni Pupong, kaya rin namin.
Join us for your nightly news fix. And always staying informed with our comprehensive coverage of news, business, politics, current events, and more. From our network of journalists across the Philippines and the rest of the world. Anchored by William Theo, Charms Espina, and Monique Tuzon. PTV News Tonight. Mondays to Fridays, 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. Only here on PTV. Limampung taon ng tapat na pagsiservisyo. Kailanman, kahit saan, para sa bayan. Reaching the Filipino from every corner of the country via terrestrial TV. In Luzon, PTV 8 Cordillera, PTV 4 Manila, PTV 4 Palawan, and PTV 4 Naga. In the Visayas, PTV 11 Cebu, PTV 2 Guimaras, PTV 10 Dumaguete, PTV 12 Calbayog, and PTV 8 Tacloban. And in Mindanao, PTV 11 Pagadian, PTV 11 Sibugay, PTV 11 Davao, PTV 8 Agusan del Sur, PTV 8 Cotabato, PTV 7 Zamboanga, and PTV 48 Davao del Norte. And through the power of 6 digital transmitting stations, PTV 14 Manila, PTV 42 Cordillera, PTV 46 Naga, PTV 42 Cebu, PTV 23 Guimaras, and PTV 45 Davao. Connecting with the rest of the world in the era of digital technology. Through the power of television and our extensive online network, we continue crossing borders to serve the timeless news and information. Bridging public service through innovative programs, fostering pride in the Filipino, and inspiring the people to be active partners in nation building. Noon hanggang ngayon, kasama mong naglilingkod. PTV. Isang oras na hitik na weekend balitaan ang sasa inyo tuwing Sabado at Linggo. Ulat Bayan Weekend. Kasama si Dominic Almelor. Alas 6 ng gabi. Dito lang sa PTV.
Para sa bayan. na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Walang makapagsasabi kung ano ang mga numerong mananalo sa lahat ng PCSO games. Huwag maniwala sa mga text messages, liham o tawag sa telepono na nagsasabing magbibigay daw sila ng tip kapalit ng pera o cellphone load. Bumili ng ticket sa mga PCSO authorized outlets at PCSO branches bago ang actual draw.
Good evening, Lotto Philippines! Alas 9 na at Lotto Game Time na naman. Wala hong mabibitin sa mga games natin ngayong Martes, November 7, 2023 dahil sigurado mag-i-enjoy kayo sa 3 multi-million jackpot prizes na naghihintay mapanalunan. Isama pa natin ang mga exciting prizes ng 3-digit games. Kaya sana po lahat nakabili ng tickets for tonight at syempre, makakasama ko po sa pamimigay ng lahat ng yan, si Princess. Good evening, Princess.
Good evening to you, Eric, at sa lahat ng Lotto players na nakatune in sa PTV Network at sa online barkada natin kanina pa nag-aabang sa ating live streaming channels. Isang maswerteng gabi po sa inyong lahat. I-ready na ang mga lucky tickets and in a few minutes, aalamin na natin kung hawak nyo na ang mga winning combinations. Good luck, Lotto players!
Princess, quick reminder muna natin sa ating mga Lotto kalaro. Sa may mga naitatago pang Lotto tickets na nabili hanggang September 30, 2023, kailangan na po magpunta sa mga PCSO branch offices o kaya dito sa PCSO main office para ma-validate ang mga yan. At ang mga tickets naman na nabili simula October 1, 2023, pwedeng ma-validate sa kahit saang Lotto outlet nationwide, PCSO branch offices or sa PCSO main office.
Okay, Lotto players, para simulan ang karambola ng mga numero, i-welcome na po natin ang ating Lotto Draw Panel of Judges from the gaming public. Present din ang mga representatives from PCSO and the Commission on Audit.
Good evening. And to assist us with our draws, we have our PCSO Assistant Draw Coordinator. Good evening, sir.
Lotto Philippines, hawak nyo na kaya ang mga tickets na makakabago ng buhay nyo?
Let the triple fun and excitement begin and let's play your favorite Lotto games. Sa isinagawang pre-draw procedures, natunghayan ng Lotto Draw Panel of Judges and raw representatives from the PCSO and the Commission on Audit ang mga paghahanda bago ang live Lotto draws. Sa pamamagitan ng machine inspection at machine testing, siniguro po na maayos ang kondisyon ng mga draw machines. Only the operation of the remote switch button ang may human intervention. Sa drawable case selection, 3 sets ang pinagpilian sa bawat game. Randomly, pumili ang chairperson ng isang set ng bola na gagamitin. Lahat po ng bola ay tinimbang para masiguro na halos pantay-pantay ang bigat ng bawat bola. Properly documented at covered po ng video ang bawat activity. Matapos pa siguro na ito'y kumpleto, ang draw team member ang maglo-load ng drawballs na gagamitin sa mga draws. Unahin na natin ang ultramilyong papremyo. Dahil wala ho tayong jackpot winner last Sunday, tonight's Ultra Lotto 658 jackpot prize is 104,713,125 pesos and 80 centavos net of the agent's prize commission. Mr. Assistant Draw Coordinator, sir, please press that button and let's play Ultra Lotto 658. Maraming salamat, sir.
Lotto Players, Ultra Lotto Draw na 58 troubles numbered 1 to 58 nasa loob ng draw machine na mag-isang pipili ng 6 na bola for tonight's official winning combination. First number is 24. Sa mga jackpot-bearing games gaya ng Ultra Lotto, paghahatian equally ang jackpot prize pag dalawa o higit pa ang winners. Second number, 46. Masayang manalo sa Ultra Lotto dahil sakaling makuha ang tatlong winning numbers, panalo kagad kayo ng 100 pesos. Our third number is 8. Getting 4 out of the 6 winning numbers instantly wins you 2,000 pesos. And the fourth number is 26. Sakali namang 5 numero ang mag-match sa winning combination, 120,000 pesos ang inyong papremyo. Fifth number, 57. Isang numero na lang hinihintay natin, magkukumpleto na ang Ultra Million combination, 104.7 million plus. Sixth and final number is 33. Philippines, here are the official Ultra Lotto 658 winning numbers in any order: 24, 46, 8, 26, 57, and 33 with a jackpot prize of 104,713,125 pesos and 80 centavos net of the agent's prize commission. Ituloy na natin ang swerte at pag-asa ngayong gabi. Let's play Super Lotto 649. Wala din pong nanalo sa Super Lotto nung linggo. So tonight, Super Lotto jackpot prize is 106,780,738 pesos and 60 centavos net of the agent's prize commission. Once again, sir, please press that button and let's play Super Lotto 649. Thank you, sir. And maraming salamat po sa mga patuloy na tumatangkilik sa lahat ng produkto ng PCSO. This time, makikita ang 49 balls numbered 1 to 49 sa loob ng draw machine. 6 na bola pa rin po ang ating aabangan. At ayan ang first number natin. Number 10. Ingatan po mabuti ang mga lotto tickets. Huwag babasahin at huwag paplansyahin dahil kailangan ma-validate po ang winning ticket pag nag-claim na kayo ng premyo. Second number, 39. Exciting din ang papremyos ng Super Lotto. 50 pesos ang panalo pag naswertehan po ninyo ang tatlong nanalong numbers. The third number is 22. Kapag 4 winning numbers naman ang nakuha, 1,200 pesos ang maiuwing papremyo. And the fourth number is 20. At kung 5 winning numbers ang nasa ticket po ninyo, 50,000 pesos ang mapapasa inyo. The fifth number is, we have the number 41. Isang bola na lang hinihintay natin. Makukumpleto na ang Super Million combination with 106.7 million plus pesos naghihintay sa lucky winner. The sixth and final number is 42. Again, here are the official winning numbers for the Super Lotto 649 in any order: 10, 39, 22, 20, 41, and 42 with a jackpot prize of 106,780,738 pesos and 60 centavos net of the agent's prize commission. 6 na numero para sa isa pang multimillion pa premyo. Let's play Lotto 642. Lotto fans, batiin natin ang pinakabagong Lotto Milyonaryo courtesy of the Lotto 642 last Saturday, November 4, 2023.
Napanalunan po ang mahigit sa 102 million peso jackpot prize ng isang kababayan natin na mula naman po ang ticket sa Lotto Outlet ni Maria Luisa Sumban sa Bayumbong, Nueva Vizcaya. Sa ating solo winner, congratulations at Merry Christmas po. At dahil may nanalo nga po ng Sabado, tonight's Lotto 642 jackpot prize is 5,940,000 pesos net of the agent's prize commission. Once again, sir, please press that button and let's play Lotto 642. Thank you, sir. Lotto fans, 42 balls numbered 1 to 42 naman ang nasa loob ng draw machine. Ganun pa rin, 6 na bola ang ating aabangan for the Lotto 642 official winning combination with a jackpot prize of more than 5.9 million pesos. Magandang pamasko pa rin yan. First number is 29. Lotto winners, meron kayong isang taon mula sa petsa ng pagkapanalo para mag-claim ng inyong premyo. At sa pagkuha po ng panalo, huwag niyong kalilimutan yung dalawang valid ID. Second number, 37. Sa Lotto 642, pwedeng manalo ng 20 pesos pag nag-match ang 3 numbers nyo sa ating winning numbers. And the third number is 26. Sakali namang maka 4 winning numbers kayo, automatic 800 pesos ang inyong papremyo. The fourth number, okay, there you go. Our fourth number is 21. Kung 5 winning numbers naman po ang nasa ticket ninyo, 24,000 pesos ang instant panalo. Ang Lotto 642 nagpapapremyo Martes, Huwebes at Sabado. The fifth number is 17. One more lucky number to complete our Lotto 642 winning combination. Sana po swertehin na yung mga namumuro para maganda yung Pasko nila. The sixth and final number, number 8. Recapping tonight's official Lotto 642 winning numbers in any order: 29, 37, 26, 21, 17, and 8. With a jackpot prize of 5,940,000 pesos net of the agent's prize commission.
Digit Game Players, kayo naman ang susunod na maglalaro at hahakot ng panalo sa aming pagbabalik.
Maraming nagtatanong tungkol sa loto. Maliban sa 20 pesos, swerte ang puhunan para maging instant milyonaryo. Oportunidad at pagkakataon ay di mabilang para makamit ang swerte. Tunay na pinagkakatiwalaan sa mga sulok ng mundo. Ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Sugod na sa mga Lotto outlets at bumili ng mga tickets ninyo. Para sa bayan, PCSO laging nandyan. Araw-araw, let's play Lotto!
Welcome back, Digit Game Players! Nasa 60 Lotto draw na po tayo. Wala po tayong first prize winner noong Huwebes, and as of our last draw on 60 Lotto first prize ay 150,000 pesos. Paano mapanalunan ito? Kailangan lang mag-match ang 6 numbers ninyo sa mapipiling 60 Lotto winning combination in exact order. Huwag din basta itapon ng ticket kung hindi nakuha ang first prize dahil baka may consolation prize kayo. At narito na ang 6D Lotto winning combination. The first number, 3. The second number, we have the number 8. Third number, 4. Our fourth number, we have 2. Fifth number, we have 0. And the sixth and final number, we have 5. Again, tonight's 6D Lotto winning combination is 3, 8, 4, 2, 0, and 5 in exact order. Three numbers ninyo, may dala kayang panalo? Let's play 3D Lotto! Sa 3D Lotto game, 3 numbers ninyo, pwedeng manalo ng 4,500 pesos per 10 peso play kapag nag-match sa mapipiling 3D Lotto winning combination in exact order. 750 pesos or 1,500 pesos naman ang pwedeng mapanalunan kung nag-Rambolito system play. Thrice daily ang pagpapapremyo every 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. At narito na ang ating 3D Lotto winning numbers. The first number, 9. The second number, the number 2. And the third number, 9. Again, tonight's 3D Lotto winning combination is 9, 2, and 9 in exact order. Alamin na natin ang swerte ng 2 numbers mo. Let's play the 9 p.m. edition of the 2D Lotto game. Lotto players, 4,000 pesos per 10 peso play ang panalo kapag nag-match ang 2 numbers ninyo sa ating winning combination in exact order. Kung nanalo via Rambolito system play, 2,000 pesos ang may uuwi ninyo. Reminder lang po sa mga Lotto winners, by 1 year po kayo to claim your prizes. At narito na ang resulta ng ating 2D Lotto draw. For the first number, we have 24. And the second number, we have 10. Recapping the 2D Lotto winning numbers for our 9 p.m. draw. 24. And 10 in exact order. Congratulations, Lotto winners! Usapang small town lottery na tayo after this break.
Hi guys! Sa mga first-time players at aspiring Lotto millionaires, para sa inyo ang infomercial na ito. Araw-araw ang tsansang manalo dahil araw-araw din ang swerteng hatid ng mga games ng PCSO. From Monday to Sunday, 2D Lotto at 3D Lotto 3 times a day nakakasalo. That's every 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. draws. Tuwing alas 9 ng gabi, back-to-back ang mga pampagood vibes na dala ng samot-saring digit at jackpot-bearing games. Every Mondays and Wednesdays, mega saya ang dala ng 2D Lotto, 3D Lotto, 4D Lotto, Mega Lotto 645, and the Grand Lotto 655. Nag-uumapaw ang multi-million excitement every Tuesday. Hatid ng 2D Lotto, 3D Lotto, 6D Lotto, Lotto 642, Super Lotto 649, at Ultra Lotto 658. Ready ang Super Jackpot every Thursday. Hatid ng 2D Lotto, 3D Lotto, 6D Lotto, Lotto 642, and Super Lotto 649. Sigurado mag-enjoy kayo every Friday sa weekend treat ng 2D Lotto, 3D Lotto, 4D Lotto, Mega Lotto 645, and Ultra Lotto 658. Talbog ang Sabado night gimmick dahil big time ang panalong dala ng 2D Lotto, 3D Lotto, 6D Lotto, Lotto 642, and the Grand Lotto 655. At pagdating ng Sunday, game na game pa rin ang Lotto Barkada sa papremyong hatid ng 2D Lotto, 3D Lotto, Super Lotto 649, at Ultra Lotto 658. Huwag palampasin ang pagkakataong maging Lotto milyonaryo. Laging siguraduhin may Lotto ticket kayo at araw-araw, let's play Lotto!
Welcome back, STL players! FYI po, authorized na ang ilang STL agents na gamitin ang national draw results para sa kanilang STL operations. Para sa kumpletong listahan ng STL AACs, narito po.
Sa mga kababayan natin, open na po ulit ang application para sa mga nais maging kapartner ng PCSO sa pagpapalaro ng STL. Para sa detalye, panoorin po natin ito.
Starting October 27, 2023 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. until November 10, 2023 at 3 in the afternoon, the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office will be accepting applications for small town lottery operations for the following areas. Provinces of Camiguin, Tawi-Tawi, Sulu, Western Samar, Kalinga, Apayao, Eastern Samar, Leyte, Biliran, Basilan, and Surigao del Sur, and the cities of Makati, Tacloban, Navotas, and Valenzuela. The start of opening and evaluation of application shall be on November 13, 2023 at 9 a.m. For the list of requirements and guidelines, you may call the PCSO Branch Operations Sector or visit the PCSO website.
Ang mga reminders at pampagood vibes ng PCSO, pag-uusapan natin sa segment na What You Should Know.
Correction! Yung pong winning ticket ay nabili hindi sa Nueva Ecija, kundi sa Bayumbong, Nueva Vizcaya. Yan, dyan binili. Okay. 102,254,379 pesos and 40 centavos yung jackpot prize noong November 4, 2023. Ulitin natin, yung pong winning outlet ay sa Bayumbong, Nueva Vizcaya. Pag-aari ng ating agent na si Miss Maria Luisa Sumban. Okay, malinaw. Muli po namin paalala sa ating game players, yung Lucky Pick 3 at Sweatress Hearing Facebook pages, hindi po konektado ang mga yan sa PCSO. Yung Pakiloto at Sure Lotto, hindi rin po produkto ng aming tanggapan. Para makasiguro na legit ang games na sinasalihan, bumili lamang ng mga tickets sa mga authorized lotto outlets and authorized STL representatives.
Speaking of legit, like and follow na ang isa pang PCSO Facebook page, ang PCSO Games Online Hub. I-click ang notification bell para laging updated sa Lotto Draw results, jackpot estimates, advisories, announcement of winners, and other PCSO programs and activities.
Usapang pangkalusugan naman po, patuloy pa rin ang paghahatid namin ng free medical and dental check-up. Para makatanggap po ng libreng serbisyo, pumunta lamang sa PCSO Main Office sa Conservatory Building, Shaw Boulevard, Mandaluyong City mula alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alas 5 ng hapon, Monday to Friday. First come, first served ang pinatutupad natin, kaya agahan po sana pagpunta. At huwag pong kalilimutan ang photocopy ng inyong valid ID at vaccination cards dahil yung fully vaccinated individuals lamang ang pwedeng makatanggap ng serbisyo.
At dahil priority ng PCSO ang kalusugan ninyo, marami pa pong programang pangkalusugan ang open sa inyo. Ang detalye, narito po, panoorin natin.
Libreng konsulta ba ang hanap ninyo? Meron tayo niyan dito sa PCSO. Inihahandog ng PCSO Multi-Specialty Clinic ang free medical services para sa inyo. Tuwing Lunes, ready to serve you ang aming mga cardiologist and neuropsychiatrist mula alas 9 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. Available naman ang ating mga ENT doctor and pulmonologist every Tuesday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. At pagsapit ng Miyerkules, pwede kayong kumonsulta sa aming mga gastroenterologist and endocrinologist. Sa mga may problema sa buto, handang maglingkod sa inyo ang aming orthopedic surgeon every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. At kung may problema sa inyong paningin, worry no more dahil ang ating ever-reliable ophthalmologist na ang bahala sa inyo. Tuwing araw yan ng Biyernes mula 2 p.m. hanggang 5 p.m. All these services are free, kaya bumisita na sa PCSO Multi-Specialty Clinic. Pero reminder lamang po, fully vaccinated individuals lamang ang makakapag-avail ng mga nasabing serbisyo. Kaya dalhin po ang inyong mga vaccination cards, pati na din ang inyong mga valid ID with photo. For your inquiries and appointments, tumawag lamang sa aming Medical Services Department sa telephone number 8846-8757.
Para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, sa ilalim ng PCSO Medical Access Program, lahat ng kahilingan para sa mga gamot na pang-chemotherapy, post-kidney or liver transplantation, hemophilia, at ipuwitin injection ay kailangan ng kalakip na official quotation galing sa retailers, drugstores, pharmacies, ospital o dialysis centers. Para sa kumpletong listahan, bisitahin ang PCSO website. I-click ang e-services tab at i-click ang list of medicine providers accepting PCSO guarantee letter nationwide. Para sa karagdagang kaalaman, magpadala ng mensahe sa email address na pcsomain.charity@pcso.gov.ph para sa NCR. Maaari ring makipag-ugnayan sa Charity Assistance Department sa telepono bilang 8366-3329 o kaya sa pinakamalapit na PCSO branch na matatagpuan sa directory ng PCSO website.
Narito na ang resulta para sa ating 2 p.m. draws. For the 3D Lotto, we have 9, 1, and 7 in exact order. For the 2D Lotto, we have 4 and 4. Narito na ang resulta para sa ating 5 p.m. draws. For the 3D Lotto, we have 3, 0, and 1 in exact order. For the 2D Lotto, we have 21 and 19 in exact order. Recap time tayo para sa ating 9 p.m. draws. Starting off with our 2D Lotto winning numbers, we have 24 and 10 in exact order. Para naman sa ating 3D Lotto, we have 9, 2, and 9 in exact order. Sa ating 6D Lotto, we have 3, 8, 4, 2, 0, and 5 in exact order.
Para sa Lotto 642 in any order, 29, 37, 26, 21, 17, and 8 with a jackpot prize of 5,940,000 pesos net of the agent's prize commission. Sa Super Lotto 649 in any order, 10, 39, 22, 20, 41, and 42 with a jackpot prize of 106,780,738 pesos and 60 centavos net of the agent's prize commission. And for the Ultra Lotto 658 in any order, 24, 46, 8, 26, 57, and 33 with a jackpot prize of 104,713,125 pesos and 80 centavos net of the agent's prize commission.
At ang inaabangan ng lahat, may nanalo kaya ng mga jackpot prizes? Ayon pa sa PCSO Data Center, sa Lotto 642, we have no winner. Sa Super Lotto 649, we have no winner. At sa Ultra Lotto 658, we have no winner.
Congratulations sa mga consolation prize winners! You know how to claim your prizes! Panoorin po natin.
Napakasaya ng manalo, napakadali pang mag-claim ng premyo sa mga Lotto games ng PCSO. Kung isa ka sa pinalad na maging Lotto winner, isulat ang iyong pangalan at pirmahan ang likod ng inyong winning ticket. Kung 20 pesos hanggang 10,000 pesos ang napanalunan, maaaring i-claim ang inyong premyo sa kahit saang authorized Lotto outlet near you. And for winners of more than 10,000 pesos up to 300,000 pesos, you can claim your prizes at the nearest PCSO branch in your area and present 2 valid IDs. Kung ikaw naman ang super swerteng jackpot winner, dalhin lamang ang inyong winning ticket at 2 valid IDs sa PCSO main office, Shaw Boulevard, Mandaluyong City. Tandaan lamang, may 1 taon kayo mula sa petsa ng inyong pagkapanalo para makapag-claim ng inyong premyo. To all the winners, congratulations po!
That's all for tonight. Para po sa PCSO, ako po si Princess Laurel Elefante.
Ako po si Eric Gimson. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay safe and healthy para sa bagong Pilipinas.
Limampung taon ng tapat na pagsiservisyo. Kailanman, kahit saan, para sa bayan. Reaching the Filipino from every corner of the country via terrestrial TV. In Luzon, PTV 8 Cordillera, PTV 4 Manila, PTV 4 Naga. In the Visayas, PTV 11 Cebu, PTV 2 Guimaras, PTV 10 Dumaguete, PTV 12 Calbayog, and PTV 8 Tacloban. And in Mindanao, PTV 11 Pagadian, PTV 11 Sibugay, PTV 11 Davao, PTV 8 Agusan del Sur, PTV 8 Cotabato, PTV 7 Zamboanga, and PTV 48 Davao del Norte. And through the power of 6 digital transmitting stations, PTV 14 Manila, PTV 42 Cordillera, PTV 46 Naga, PTV 42 Cebu, PTV 23 Guimaras, and PTV 45 Davao. Connecting with the rest of the world in the era of digital technology. Through the power of television and our extensive online network, we continue crossing borders to serve the timeless news and information, bridging public service through innovative programs, fostering pride in the Filipino, and inspiring the people to be active partners in nation building. Noon hanggang ngayon, kasama mong naglilingkod. PTV.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Tonight's top stories. The country's inflation rate eases to 4.9% in October from September's 6.1%, amid slow increase on food and beverage prices. Department of Finance Chief Benjamin Diokno hails Marcos administration's decisive and timely actions to curb inflation. The government says it is on the right track to provide cheaper prices of rice in the market. The country draws $970 million worth of potential export sales during its attendance in several trade promotion events in the first 3 quarters of the year. 154 countries, regions, and international organizations participate in this year's China International Import Expo. Another batch of Filipino repatriates from Israel arrives in the country this afternoon. The National Bureau of Investigation arrests alleged cult leader J. Rense Hilario, also known as Senior Aguila, and 12 other members of the Socorro Bayanihan Services, Inc. Korean star Park Hyung-sik is set to hold a fan conference in Manila next year. These stories and more on PTV News Tonight. Good evening. Welcome to PTV News Tonight. Very optimistic of the country's chance to recover from the effects of high prices of goods and inflation. The chief of the Department of Finance attributed government success to the president effectively steering us to the right path economically. Thus, government's economic team chief is not worried at all that the situation would spiral out of control, which of course was countered by the camp of naysayers and harbingers of doom. Clezol Pardilia has the full report.
Philippine inflation rate slowed down in October, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. From 6.1% inflation rate in September, prices of products and services dropped to 4.9% last month. This is lower than Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas' forecast of between 5.1 to 5.9%. The PSA explained inflation rate eased due to slower increase in the prices of staple grain, vegetables, and meat products. Cost of restaurant dining, house rentals, and other products and services also dipped. The Department of Finance pointed the positive development is a result of the government's decisive and timely actions in mitigating inflation. This under the leadership of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Earlier, the chief executive imposed a price cap for rice and suspended the collection of pass-through fees for delivery trucks transporting food, produce, and essential items. The PSA projects inflation rate to even decelerate next month in absence of any price shock.
The inflation rate, as we are seeing it from the data, is that the direction is it's going down. 8 of the 13 commodity groups ay talagang pababa na. So unless there is another shock, no? One particular potential shock would be, of course, coming from the price of rice as we saw in September.
Meanwhile, the Samahang Industriya ng Agrikultura warned prices of rice will soar in the next coming days. The Agri Group explained the prices of husk grains or palay range from 28 to 30 pesos per kilo in Pangasinan, Isabela, and Nueva Ecija due to stem borer infestation.
Kami rin in-expect namin yung record high ng harvest. Pero yung mga iba kasi tinamaan ng stem borer, no? Na in which yung palay, makita mo na may palay pero walang laman. So yung harvest expected to drop 15% dun sa ani.
At the Dagonoy Public Market, prices of well-milled rice spike up to 5 pesos a kilo, which ranges from as low as 45 to 55 pesos a kilo.
2 weeks na ata nagmura. Bumaba yung bigas. Napakasaya namin dahil meron 45. Ngunit ngayon, bihira ka lang makakita. Malungkot dahil tumaas na naman.
Itong month na to, dapat mababa na kasi harvest time ng natin ngayon. Ang nangyari, parang kulang tayo. Pag umorder kami ng 100 bags, binibigay lang sa akin mga 80.
Nasa puhunan, 2.5, 2.6, ganyan. Ang bigas.
Nakaraan, bago mga holiday.
Mga lang, mga 2.4, ganyan.
May mga ilan na tumataas. Siguro gusto ng mga traders talaga makakuha ng maraming local supply. Kaya tinataasan nila ng konti. Titingnan namin yan at kung may makita kami na nagmamanipulate, yan ang bili ng ating Pangulo. Kanina sinabi rin ni Secretary Chu Laurel na patuloy yung pagbusisi at pag-imbestiga dito sa mga nananamantala sa atin.
The DA is optimistic damage to palay due to infestation is negligible. Palay production and rice supply will remain steadfast up to next year.
At hindi ito makakaapekto sa overall production natin sa buong probinsya ng Isabela at sa buong Region 2. Ganon din naman ay umaaksyon na yung ating Regional Crop Protection Center. Ina-expect din natin na maganda naman yung ating local production at pwede tayong maka-reach ng 20 million metric tons o higit pa sa kabuuan ng taon.
Despite this, the National Economic and Development Authority is not dismissing the possible adverse effects of El Nino on global and local production. To ensure the most vulnerable sectors of the society are protected and provided assistance, the government plans to scale up the food stamp program. Meanwhile, NEDA recommends extension of lower tariffs for imported rice, corn, and pork. And to further bring down the price of major food items, the Finance Department is pushing to suspend collection of high toll rates only for delivery trucks transporting agricultural products. Intensify the utilization of RCEF and provide farm inputs and mechanization to farmers and fisher folk to help them boost productivity and improve their incomes. The government will also continue its efforts on warehouse investigations and for future procedures, as well as the filing of charges against market players who manipulate price and supply. Kalezal Pardilla for the Nation.
National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA Undersecretary Rosemarie Edilion says government has measures in place to keep in check the possible impact on inflation rate of an escalated Israel-Hamas war. Edilion said that even the World Bank has already made an estimate regarding the economic impact of the month-long Middle East conflict. She also assured the country has its priorities straight in case the ongoing war does worsen. The NEDA official explained the escalation of the conflict in the Middle East would immediately impact fuel and energy prices, which could become inflationary.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is hell-bent and focused on his food security agenda, especially in the provision of affordable rice to the public. The presidential claim echoed by NEDA Undersecretary Rosemarie Edilion in Malacanang presser earlier today on how government has begun forming economies of scale, which would pave the way for the price of rice dropping to cheaper, if not affordable rates. Edilion stressed the president's belief in entreaty to farmers and rice stakeholders in a sectoral meeting earlier today on stepping up production to a commercial level so farmers could put in the needed investments in step with a ramped up research and development program. Yesterday, the new minted agricultural chief, Francisco Laurel Jr., said it would take some time for government to offer rice at 20 pesos a kilo, like our president hinted on earlier this year.
Meanwhile, the DPWH and DSWD are in the spotlight for all the right reasons, chief among them its latest designation by the department, Budget and Management, as among the most improved agencies in terms of capital spending. NEDA Undersecretary Rosemarie Edilion said today, among the measures carried out by the DSWD and DPWH, both of which receive a lion's share in the spending allocations in the General Appropriations Act or national budget, include early procurement initiative, provision of capacity building and training programs for procuring entities, adopting digital payments for goods and services, and preparation of emergency roadmaps. Spending as of end September 2023 reached 3.82 trillion pesos, an improvement of nearly 37% from the 2.41 trillion pesos hit on end June 2023, but still short of 40.9 billion pesos of the program 3.86 trillion pesos.
The Philippine Statistics Authority reported the country's trade deficit narrowed in September. The balance of trade and goods recorded a deficit of $3.511 billion in the said month, lower than the $4.131 billion deficit in August and the $4.828 billion deficit in the same period last year. The value of exports declined by 6.3% to $6.728 billion from $7.182 billion in the previous year and down from $6.702 billion recorded in August.
The Department of Trade and Industry Export Marketing Bureau recorded around $970 million worth of book and potential export sales during its attendance in trade promotion events from the first 3 quarters of this year. The recent trade promotion initiatives, especially the participation in international trade events from July to September, generated $92 million. This includes the Gamescom in Germany, External Development Summit in Canada, among others.
The MWSS and K-Water enter into an MOU on best practices for water security, supply management, and others. This and other stories in tonight's Business News Wrap-Up. The country's financial system is showing signs of sustained resilience, well enough to propagate economic activity in the first half of 2023, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP said. Central Bank Governor Eli Remolona Jr. stated the banking sector continues to be the most dominant as it can meet the demands of growing digital and sustainable economy. The Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewerage System, or MWSS, and Korea Water Resources Development Corporation, or K-Water, inked a memorandum of understanding which aims to ensure that best practices and capacity building are adopted for the country's water supply and security management. The MOU, which was approved by MWS's Board of Trustees, will be effective for a period of 3 years. MWSS Vice Chair and Administrator Leonor Cleofas admits the parties involved will still have to iron out certain details in the agreement, like defining what the actual projects will be. The Government Service Insurance System, or GSIS, will subscribe 1.45 billion pesos worth of Alternergy Holdings Corporation's perpetual preferred shares to Series A via private placement. GSIS President and General Manager Jose Arnulfo Wick Veloso said the state-run pension fund is mainly driven by its commitment to sustainability in entering in such arrangements. This is Sharm Zespina for The Nation. Coming up, International Monetary Fund's 2023 and 2004 gross domestic product growth projections for China. More details when PTV News Tonight returns after a short break. Stay with us.
Saan mapapanood ang PTV?
Sa bawat sulok ng Pilipinas.
Reaching millions of Filipinos across the country through the power of terrestrial TV.
Abot na abot namin ang mga Pilipino para sa tapat na balita at impormasyon.
Dito'y Cordillera, kan Intero ang Luzon. Da kami, timapang namnamaan.
Sa aton sa Visayas, wala kami mapugong sa pagpaabot sa unsang hitabo.
Dini sa saad nga yuta, Mindanao, PTV, pirmi maminaw para sa paghatod sa balita.
Broadcasting in Luzon, PTV4 Manila, PTV8 Cordillera, PTV4 Naga, and PTV4 Palawan. In the Visayas, PTV11 Cebu, PTV10 Dumaguete, PTV2 Guimaras, PTV8 Tacloban, and PTV12 Calbayog. And in the heart of Mindanao, PTV11 Davao City, PTV8 Cotabato, PTV7 Zamboanga, PTV11 Sibugay, PTV11 Pagadian, PTV48 Davao del Norte, and PTV8 Agusan del Sur. PTV Regional Network, buong katapatang naghahatid ng balitang maaasahan para sa inyong pambansang TV.
Pasiglahin ang bawat umaga na puno ng good vibe.
Sari-saring mga impormasyon at kaalaman.
Kaya halina't mag-chill at enjoy!
Kasama ang inyong RSP Barkada dito lang sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas!
Muli na namang kinilala ang ating mga programa sa 45th Catholic Mass Media Awards. Public Eye Special Citation for Best Public Service Program. Schoolmates Special Citation for Best News Magazine. Kadiwa ng Pasko Special Citation for Best Special Event Coverage. At Rise and Shine Pilipinas Special Citation for Best News Program. Maraming salamat po sa CMMA. Karangalan namin ang maghandog ng mga dekalidad na programa para sa bayan.
China is hosting the 6th International Import Expo, or CIIE, in Shanghai. This year's expo has attracted participants from over 150 nations, regions, and international organizations. In our special segment, CIIE, A Global Perspective, CGTN anchor Zhang Shi and PTV correspondent Mark Vitalco discussed the China-Philippines cooperation.
Hello and welcome to our special segment, CIIE, A Global Perspective. We're coming to you from our studio on the bond in Shanghai with that beautiful and gorgeous skyline behind us. I'm Zhong Shi.
I am Mark Vitalco from PTV Philippines People's Television Network.
The expo has attracted over 150 countries, regions, and international organizations, and the Philippines is one of them. Mark, welcome to our studio today.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the Philippine products at the CIIE this time. I mean, fresh Puyat durian will actually make its debut at the 6th CIIE. Talk to us about your habit of eating durian. Are you a fan of durian at all?
I am. I am a fan of durian. You know, every time I go to the province, especially in Mindanao area, I make sure that I will really have a chance to have a taste of durian. And as what you have mentioned, Puyat durian just had a debut at the China International Import Expo. And I just came from the exhibition area in our Philippine pavilion, and I had a chance to taste Puyat durian once again.
I mean, the Philippines has got itself quite some competitors here on the Chinese market. We're talking about durians from Thailand, Malaysia, that are doing extremely well here in China. Talk to us about what is special about the Philippine durian.
What's special about Puyat durian is that it's sweet, but not very sweet, and it's also creamy. It's like an ice cream bar, actually. So many durian lovers say that our Puyat durian is the best and one of the most delicious among other varieties in the Philippines and also in the world. Now let's take a look at how Philippine durian made its way into the Chinese market.
Despite its thorn-covered husk or shell and pungent smell, durian, also known as the king of fruits, has gained increasing popularity among consumers because of its creamy texture and custard flavor. In Davao, in the southern part of the Philippines, durian farmers have been working double time in harvesting this tropical fruit. This, as the Philippines continues to export durian to China, the third largest consumer of durian across the world. According to Emmanuel Belvis, the president of Durian Industry Association of Davao City, they are making sure that their durian are of good quality.
We follow the good agricultural practice. We follow good nutrient management in our farm. Every year we do soil testing and we do nutrient evaluation on our trees.
The first batch of Philippine durian entered the Chinese market in April, which was made possible after Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. paid a state visit to Beijing in January this year. This new milestone yielded positive results as the trade deal has so far generated $150 million in revenue. But more importantly, it also has provided aid to our local farmers.
Lumaki na po yung kita namin, saka
lumaki din ang sahod namin. So masaya po kami lahat, lalo na ang pamilya ko.
The Philippines is only the third country to export durians to China after Thailand and Vietnam. According to Philippine Ambassador to China Jaime Flor Cruz, the Philippines' homegrown durian variety has been somewhat of a hit with Chinese consumers who've warmed up to its distinct and nuanced flavor. With the huge Chinese market and increasing demand, the ambassador said the challenge now for the Philippines is to keep the high quality of durians and sustain supply by increased production.
And as long as we can continue that, keep up the quality, make it easier for our exporters to come into China, then I think it's good for our producers, our farmers in the Philippines. It's good for Philippine revenue as well.
Now that the China International Import Expo is underway, hopes are high not just for the Philippine durian, but also for other agricultural products. Last year, according to the Philippine Trade and Industry Department, the Philippines generated a record high $655 million in sales. With the booming durian industry, the Philippines aims to up the production target to $700 million this year. Mark Fetarco from PTV for CGTN.
Durian is just one of the agricultural products the Philippines has at the expo. We also have bananas, coconut water, and coconut oil.
And yes, these are some of the products China has been importing from the Philippines. And earlier I talked to Ana Ebuela, agriculture counselor at the Embassy of the Philippines in Beijing, on how the Belt and Road Initiative has facilitated bilateral trade in agriculture.
BRI has been I would say, has benefited a lot of the members, including the Philippines, in terms of, for the Philippines, a lot of it would be infrastructure projects, especially with the Philippines as an archipelago. We have islands, and one of the issues would really be cost of transportation. In terms of export to China, our agricultural export by boat gets to the market within 4 to 5 days. And being an RCEP member, again, in 3 days' time or 2 days' time, your products are in the market, really. China has also opened that opportunity for us to go through, or a choice is provided to us, of going through China to Europe, the wider market. So we now have a choice of the traditional way of shipping by boat to Europe or going by rail to Europe. But through China, you go through Central Asia, go through the Russian area.
Mark, I know you just came back from the CIIE exhibition areas. This is your first time covering the China International Import Expo. What is your general impression of this event?
Yeah, so this is my first time covering the CIIE, and this is also my first time in Shanghai as well. So I'm just excited, and at the same time, I feel overwhelmed by how huge this event is, attracting more than 150 countries with more than 3,000 exhibitors, and providing them opportunities to promote and showcase their products. I think it is also a good platform, especially now that all countries are trying to open up their economies. How about you? I know that you have been covering this event many times. What's new observation can you share about this year's expo?
Mark, this is my third year covering the CIIE. Let's just say I'm a little less overwhelmed than you probably, but just as impressed, because this is the first year since the pandemic that the event has been held completely offline. So once again, you get the vitality. You see people come here from all over the world to check this event out for themselves. And what's important about that is that, because I've been asking a lot of people that are coming here, has anything changed? Is China less welcoming for foreign businesses or for foreign companies? Is it more difficult to find partnerships to do business here in China? And they've been telling me that once they get on the ground here, it's not the case. China wants to continue to open its market, that China wants to bring in foreign investors and foreign businesses to share the massive opportunities involved in the Chinese market. And it is until they get here on the ground and see the event with their own eyes that they really get to understand and make sense of that message. And Mark, you interviewed Philippine Ambassador to China, Jaime Flor Cruz. I'm curious as to his vision of the trade opportunities between China and the Philippines.
Philippine Ambassador to China, Jaime Flor Cruz, is very optimistic on what's in store of the cooperation between the Philippines and China, especially or particularly in the area of trade relations, especially now that the Philippines has officially joined the RCEP, or the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. And as a member of RCEP, we can now enjoy the trade benefits of RCEP, including faster access. So, Jiangxi, if you could introduce one product from your hometown to the CIIE, what would it be?
I wouldn't call it a product, but it's certainly been dazzling visitors at the CIIE already. I'm originally from the Chinese province of Sichuan. And if you look at the CIIE mascot, it's a giant panda by the name of Jinbao. And Sichuan is home to giant pandas. What's special about that mark is that it's the cultural ambassador and cultural symbol for the CIIE. Not everyone knows this, but the CIIE is not just meant to be a platform to showcase products and technologies. It's also been designed as an opportunity, a bridge to foster people-to-people exchanges and people-to-people links here. And I think this is something unique about the CIIE. You come here to check out products and technologies, of course, but you also come to feel the pulse, if you will, of what other people care about, why they come to the CIIE, what they're looking for in terms of advancing the interests of their companies, of their countries. And I think that's one of the great things the CIIE has to offer.
And that's it for our special segment on the China International Import Expo. Stay tuned for more news on PTV.
Saudi Aramco's third quarter net profit went down 23%, barely beating analyst predictions on lower oil prices and fuel volume sold. The oil company's net profit went down to $32.6 billion for the quarter leading to September 30. The figure tops the $31.8 billion earlier predicted by 12 analysts in a forecast provided by Aramco. The International Monetary Fund has upgraded its forecast for China's gross domestic product growth in 2023 to 5.4% from 5%, citing a strong recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the IMF still expects China's economy to settle at 4.6% in 2024 due to weaknesses in the property sector and subdued external demand. The upward revision is attributed to the country's approval of a 1 trillion yuan sovereign bond issue and the front-loading of local government's 2024 bond quotas to support the economy.
And here are the results of tonight's multi-million peso lotto draws from the PCSO.
Good evening, Lotto players. For those who missed our draws today, November 7, 2023, I'll be doing a recap of the winning numbers. Let's start off with the results of our 2 p.m. draw. For the 2D Lotto, we have 4 and 4. And for the 3D Lotto, we have 9, 1, and 7 in exact order. And the results of the 5 p.m. draw. For the 2D Lotto, we have 21 and 19 in exact order. And for the 3D Lotto, we have 3, 0, and 1 in exact order. And finally, the results of the 9 p.m. draw. For the 2D Lotto, the winning numbers are 24 and 10 in exact order. For the 3D Lotto, we have 9, 2, and 9 in exact order. For the 6D Lotto, we have 3, 8, 4, 2, 0, and 5 in exact order. For the Lotto 642 in any order, we have the numbers 29, 37, 26, 21, 17, and 8 with a jackpot prize of 5,940,000 pesos net of the agent's prize commission. For the Super Lotto 649 in any order 10, 39, 22, 20, 41, and 42 with a jackpot prize of 106,780,738 pesos and 60 centavos net of the agent's prize commission. And finally, for the Ultra Lotto 658 in any order 24, 46, 8, 26, 57, and 33 with a jackpot prize of 104,713,125 pesos and 80 centavos, net of the agent's price commission. Do we have a winner for tonight? According to the PCSO Data Center for the Lotto 642, we have no jackpot winner. For the Super Lotto 649, no jackpot winner. And for the Ultra Lotto 658, still no jackpot winner. That's all for tonight. I'm Eric Imson for the PCSO Lottery Draw Recap. Thank you. Good evening.
The local stock market still ended in the positive territory amidst a slower inflation rate. The benchmark Philippine Stock Exchange Index went up 53.29 points, or 0.88%, finishing at 6,131.32, while the broader all shares rose 18.19 points, or 0.55%, to close at 3,310.34. All sectoral gauges are seeing gains, led by financials with 2.38%. Total volume of shares traded reached 240 million, valued at 2.992 billion pesos. Advancers outnumbered decliners 89-80, with 48 issues unchanged. And we'll now give you the latest buzz here in Pop Culture Corner. First up, South Korean actor Park Hyung-sik is set to hold a Manila fan meeting next year. Entitled Secret Time, the event will take place on February 17, 2024 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Quezon City. Further details such as ticket prices, seating plan, and selling dates have yet to be announced. Hyung-sik is best known for his roles in The Heirs, Strong Girl Bong Soon, and Happiness. In the meantime, Filipino-American TikTok sensation Bella Porch will be featured in ENHYPEN's upcoming new song. The K-pop boy band's label B-Lift Lab unveiled the track list for ENHYPEN's upcoming mini album Orange Blood, which includes the 3 versions of the track Sweet Venom, one of which features Porch. The much-anticipated album is set for release on November 17.
The easterlies will prevail over Palawan, Visayas, and Mindanao. Based on Pagasa's update, this weather system will bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in Bicol region, eastern Visayas, and Caraga. Meanwhile, the northeast monsoon will affect the weather conditions over Batanes, Cagayan, including Babuyan Islands. All is set for the president's trip to the U.S. West Coast for this year's APEC summit from November 15 to 17. What is not clear as of yet is his post-summit itinerary, in which he intends to pay visits to La La Land and Honolulu to meet the eager Filipino communities there. Our Alan Francisco tells us more.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is set to travel to the United States next week to participate in the APEC Leaders Meeting in San Francisco, California from November 15 to 17. During a briefing at Malacanang, Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Charles Jose mentioned that the Philippines has been a founding member of APEC since 1989. He emphasized the significance of this event for the nation, as it serves as a pathway for the engagement and relations with other economies in the Asia-Pacific region.
11 of our top 15 trading partners are APEC members. APEC economies account for 85% of our total exports and imports, and about 56% of the foreign direct investments that enter the Philippines.
This year's APEC theme is centered on creating a resilient and sustainable future for all, aligning with the economic agenda of President Marcos.
The administration's 8-point socio-economic agenda envisage an economic transformation for a prosperous, inclusive, and resilient Philippines by prioritizing the creation of more quality and green jobs. Key to this economic transformation is ensuring a sustainable future for every Filipino to have a matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay.
This marks President Marcos' second participation in an APEC event, and this year, he is expected to advocate for a fair, sustainable, and affordable energy transition. He will highlight investments in clean energy to preserve and protect the environment while ensuring the country's energy security and sufficiency. Given the experiences from the COVID-19 pandemic, the President is also expected to push for deeper collaboration on health matters and the modernization of health systems.
And to ensure that our health professionals are recognized and provided with welfare they deserve.
Furthermore, the Chief Executive will discuss digitalization and innovation through digital transformation. Similar to the previous year, he will promote digital participation among MSMEs in the country. The President will also bring up food security and potential benefits for small-scale farmers, as well as climate action. The DFA also mentioned unscheduled bilateral meetings with various world leaders during the APEC, depending on schedules and logistical considerations. President Marcos will also lead the Philippine economic briefing and engage with top U.S. companies. He is expected to meet with the Filipino community in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yung 17, yung APEC proper lang, but then the President will be leaving, I think, November 18 for Los Angeles and also for Honolulu on the, I think on the 17th he'll be leaving San Francisco for Los Angeles, and then he'll be meeting the Filipino community on the 18th, and then he will leave Los Angeles for Honolulu on the 18th, and he will be meeting the Filipino community on the evening of the 18th.
In Honolulu, as mentioned by Undersecretary Jose, the President has also been invited to visit the Indo-Pacific Command.
It adds a layer to the cooperation that we're trying to establish with like-minded states in order to promote what we have been advocating all along, a rules-based order, and especially in the maritime areas.
This marks a significant moment for the Philippines as President Marcos engages in vital discussions and interactions on the global stage. Alan Francisco, for The Nation.
Exactly a month after that Saturday weekend when Hamas fighters tore through the fences and barriers on the border towns of Israel and Gaza, killing 1,400 of mostly Israeli civilian women, children, men, and foreigners, and taking some 240 hostages back to Gaza. The retaliation against Hamas and the Palestinians in Gaza has been swift, sweeping, lethal, and without let-up. The body count or death toll in Gaza has hit north of 10,000, of which 4,104 are children and 2,641 women. Roughly 1,200 children are also believed to be dead and under the rubble, Palestinian Health Ministry officials say. On food, water, and medicine supplies, a total of 563 trucks have made it through Gaza-Egypt border, crossing to unload much-needed replenishment, far from the 750 to 800 trucks that entered daily before the war broke out a month ago. South Africa is the latest country to pull its ambassador from Israel over the abuse and mass killings carried out by the Israeli Defense Forces. Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu has expressed willingness to consider tactical pauses in the raging war to allow for more delivery of badly needed food, water, and medicine into Gaza.
Meanwhile, a new group of Filipinos repatriated from Israel arrived in the country this afternoon. The 42 repatriated Filipinos will receive assistance from government agencies. This includes financial aid worth 50,000 pesos each from the DMW and OWA, 20,000 pesos from the DSWD, while the Department of Health will provide medical and psychosocial checkups. OWA and the National Reintegration Council will also offer livelihood assistance, while TESDA will provide training vouchers for skills development. The government has already repatriated a total of 184 OFWs from Israel affected by the ongoing Middle East conflict.
The House of Representatives removed former President and now Pampanga Representative Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, as well as Davao City lawmaker Isidro Ungab as deputy speakers. During Tuesday's plenary session, Arroyo and Ungab were replaced by Isabela Representative Tony Pet Albano and Lanao del Sur Representative Yasser Balendong. Both ousted leaders are staunch supporters of former President Rodrigo Duterte and Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio. In a statement, House Majority Leader Manix Delipe explained that this decision stemmed from the fact that out of 9 deputy speakers, only Arroyo and Ungab chose not to sign a pivotal House resolution yesterday sponsored by the entire leadership. He said this particular resolution was of paramount importance as it manifests the collective intention of the House leadership to rise in unison in defense of the institution against criticisms and to support House Speaker Martin Romualdez. The House media is still trying to get the reactions of Arroyo and Ungab earlier regarding the matter.
As the case of the alleged cult Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated or SBSI is under probe, the National Bureau of Investigation issued a warrant of arrest for its leader, Senor Aguila, as well as 12 other members. The lawmakers also raised concerns about the alarming increase in baby deaths in Sitio Kapihan, which has surpassed 200. Daniel Manalastas has the details.
Not just cited for contempt this time, but arrested. This was today's fate of J. Renz Kilario, aka Senor Aguila, as the National Bureau of Investigation nabbed him along with 12 other members and leaders of the Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated.
Accused, criminal case number 23-198 to 23-205 for qualified trafficking in persons.
But before he was arrested, Kilario and other leaders of SBSI were cited in contempt by the Senate for allegedly lying during the Senate hearing. Senators, meanwhile, seemed devastated upon learning of the report of an alleged number who died in the Kapihan.
I was shown this sheet of paper. Mr. Chair, napakadami po nito. In fact, if our informants are to be believed, higit 200 ang namamatay na mga bata from the ages of newborn to 4 years old. If this is true, why so many dead babies? Why are we allowing children to die? Di ba natin inaalagaan ang mga sanggol sa Kapihan? Di ba padron po ninyo si Santo Niño?
During the hearing, one named Randolph Babarino appeared who narrated that his child died in 2020 as he claimed he tried to send his wife to the hospital but was allegedly prevented from doing so.
You're the father. Dapat binaba mo na, dinala mo sa ospital.
Bawal kasi doon, sir.
Bawal? Sino nagbabawal?
Si Senyor Aguila, sir.
Senyor Aguila, binawalan mo na ibaba yung bata na agaw buhay. Imbis masave pa yung kung nadala sa ospital,
Hindi po.
binawalan mo daw.
Hindi po.
Hindi.
Hindi. Dahil hindi ako yung presidente noon.
O paano nga siya makapagbawal? Hindi daw siyang presidente noon.
Yung mga kamadrona doon, sinabihan ko na ilabas ko ang anak ko kasi parang yung buhay niya, agaw buhay na yung bata.
Oh.
Tapos sabi ng mga kamadrona na pinagbabawal kasi ni Senyor Aguila, wala tayong magawa.
Senators continue to press Kilario on an array of allegations, but he just denied all of them.
Nakatanggap ang bawat household ng 10,000 po.
So, ang narinig ko po na mga na-report po, may nagbigay ng 6,000.
Sino raw nangolekta?
Yung treasurer din po nila sa kapihan.
Hindi po yun totoo. Wala pong kinolekta.
As far as this committee is concerned, hindi ka na Senyor Aguila. Senyor Pinocchio ka na. Ngayon, alam mo sino si Pinocchio?
SBSI's legal counsel, meanwhile, believes the cases will be dropped.
Masyadong orchestrated ito, politically motivated. Nakita naman ninyo ang pagtatanong dito. Ina-assume na guilty kaagad.
Daniel Manalastas for The Nation.
Many lawmakers expressed alarm and are even more concerned with a recent collision incident supposedly initiated by a Chinese Coast Guard boat with a resupply boat of the Philippines. Thus, as far as the lower house Solons are concerned, the Department of National Defense and other concerned agencies have their full support in the modernization of equipment to better protect our territorial waters. Melalas Moras has more.
During today's hearing of the House Special Committee on West Philippine Sea, lawmakers along with concerned government agencies primarily discussed the collision incident that occurred in the West Philippine Sea last October 22 when Chinese Coast Guard ships conducted a dangerous maneuver and collided with an AFP contracted supply boat which was just on a routine and regular rotation and resupply mission. According to Committee Chair Neptali Gonzalez II, the frequent incidents provoked by Chinese vessels in the West Philippine Sea are serious cases and cause for concern. So he assured,
our committee is committed to safeguarding the interests of the Philippines and its people. Tensions are high, and it comes when we are experiencing numerous simultaneous conflicts around the world.
Meanwhile, other lawmakers also expressed concerns on the latest developments in the disputed territories, and they also called for stronger government actions in a diplomatic and legal way.
Plain and simple, with the video that you presented here, in this incident at the West Philippine Sea, the Chinese Coast Guard is toying with us, toying with you. In short, pinaglalaruan po tayo. Well, pinaprovoke ho tayo, and we have been so patient this past several months, or shall I say year or two.
During the discussion, the decision of the House to realign confidential funds from a number of civilian to security agencies under the proposed 2024 national budget was also brought up. If this becomes law, both the Department of National Defense and the Philippine Coast Guard believe it will significantly help the country in protecting our territories and national interest.
I definitely believe, sir, that it has a tremendous impact to the Philippine Coast Guard in performing our mandates, not just in the West Philippine Sea, but in other parts of the country, sir.
Of course, sir, any addition to our resources or allocation would be a welcome development for us. And you can be sure, sir, that these additional resources would be put into good use in defending our sovereignty, sovereign right, and our jurisdiction and our national integrity, sir.
Melalas Moras for The Nation.
As the National Printing Office celebrates its 122nd anniversary, the agency is also preparing to digitize its transactions with other government agencies they serve. Karen Villanda tells us more in this report.
The National Printing Office is planning to align with the ongoing digitalization campaign promoted by the Marcos administration. The agency's target for the coming year is to reduce the usage of paper receipts and invoices and embrace paperless transactions. This will be achieved by providing only electronic receipts to government agencies who transact with the NPO. However, before implementing this, the infrastructure of the system needs to be addressed or upgraded.
Dito sa infrastructure, bagamat kami po ay naghahanda na rin sa aming dito sa amin sa facility, hinahanda na po namin yung possible na mangyayari. Kami po ay hihingi ng executive order para po dito sa ganitong hangarin ng National Printing Office.
This is what the NPO aims to achieve while celebrating their 122nd anniversary today. The agency also reflected on their role in the country's history, the most recent one being the recently concluded BSKE.
As always, kung matatandaan po ninyo, katatapos lamang po ng pagboto ng BSKE. At yan ang isa sa pinagmamalaki namin na produkto na ginagawa po ng National Printing Office. Aside from that, kung makikita ninyo sa presentation, mula from 122 years na from now, nag-evolve na po ang ating opisina. Mula doon sa mga kahoy, mga lumang mga makina, mayroon na rin kaming makabagong mga makina.
PCO Undersecretary Karen Sherbet Maralit, PTV General Manager Annalisa Puod, COMELEC Chair Erwin Garcia, and other officials from the CSC, DBM, and more joined in the celebration of NPO's anniversary today. COMELEC acknowledged the significant role the NPO plays in every national elections.
Wala kami kung wala sila. Walang balota kung wala sila. And therefore, umaasa kami talaga sa kanila sa ating printing requirements. Napakaganda ng relationship ng COMELEC at NPO. Lagi kaming on time sa lahat ng printing requirements namin. At the same time, napakaganda ng pag-aaruga nila sa mga tauhan namin na nagbabantay dito sa NPO. Kung kaya naman, maasa tayo na may another 122 years pa.
Presidential Communication Office Secretary Cheloy Garafil also extended greetings to the NPO, one of the agencies under the PCO, through Undersecretary Karen Sherbet Maralit. She proudly shared the agency's positive financial standing.
Nitong nakaraang budget season po lamang, proud po kami sa PCO na nakasama ang NPO sa budget presentation sa House of Representatives at Senado. Kung ang ibang ehensya po naguunahan na mag-lobby at maghingi ng budget support sa Kongreso para sa kanilang mga yearly operations, ang NPO naman po ay isa sa mga puputanging nagre-report ng positive financial standing para sa naging operations nyo noong nakaraang taon.
The NPO promised to continue providing quality and reliable services as one of the official printing arms of the government. Karen Villanda for The Nation.
The family of Juan Humalon firmly believes the recent tragedy is unrelated to the radio broadcaster's profession or any political matters. Humalon's son expressed sadness over the brutal murder of his father. Mindanao Independent Press Council president stated the motive behind Humalon's death was a dispute over land ownership, emphasizing this is not the first time the slain broadcaster received death threats. In the meantime, the Presidential Task Force on Media Security has identified 3 suspects believed to be responsible for the crime. They are also reviewing the CCTV footage and gathering additional information from the witnesses. The Philippine National Police has established a special investigation task group. A computerized facial composite sketch of one of the suspects has also been made available to the public.
The Makati Central Business District is once again transforming into a festive and lively street as Christmas draws near. Today, the annual Christmas lighting ceremony, which took place along Ayala Avenue, features an illuminated wreath representing unity and growth. With the theme Christmas Nights with Countless, the 2-kilometer stretch of Ayala Avenue was adorned with beautiful displays of Filipino lanterns that have intricate stained glass windows and were illuminated by copy string lights sourced from Pampanga and designed by Zena Spineda. The festivities are set to begin on November 14. Street decorations will remain until January 14, 2024.
In news overseas, the top GOP Republican Party presidential candidates are gathering on Wednesday for their 3rd debate of the year. This debate is expected to differ from the rest as candidates try to set themselves apart with their views on the Israel-Hamas war. VOA's Carolyn Pursuti tells us more.
Round 3 is Wednesday in Miami, Florida. A lot has changed since September's gathering in California. Hamas attacked Israel, and Israel is bombing Gaza. Most Republicans support Israel, but this could be a dividing point among the candidates. Look for strong comments defending Israel from former Governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who flew Americans back from Israel.
Israel absolutely has the right and is on firm territory.
Entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy has changed his comments since the war began and could be criticized because of that during the debate. Tevi Troy of the Bipartisan Policy Center has worked on past debates.
He seems to be more tolerant of pro-barbarity comments or people who say things that support Hamas terrorism. He calls it free speech. Again, I'm a big free speech advocate, but I think there are limits. When you advocate violence and murder, then that's not okay in my book.
The latest Quinnipiac University poll shows former President Donald Trump leading other Republicans at 64%, trailed by DeSantis at 15% and Haley at 8%. But the frontrunner will skip this Miami debate, as he did for the two previous ones, choosing instead to hold a rally in a nearby city. Also missing from this debate is Trump's former Vice President Mike Pence, who dropped out of the race due to low polling and lack of money. Again, Troy on how this changes the dynamic.
But he was an important voice in being willing to criticize President Trump on stage. Now it's only Chris Christie who's been overtly critical of Trump in every appearance. It may behoove some of the top contenders, including Haley and DeSantis, to make more of a pointed critique of Trump, and perhaps Pence's absence gives them the opportunity to do that.
The Republican Party has scheduled a fourth debate for December 6th. By then, time and stiffer qualification requirements should narrow the field even more. Carolyn Presutti, VOA News.
In the meantime, here's a recap of today's lottery draws. For the 2 p.m. draw, the winning numbers are 9, 1, 7 for the 3D Lotto and 4, 4 for 2D Lotto. For the 5 p.m. draw, the lucky numbers for the 3D Lotto are 3, 0, 1 and 21, 19 for 2D Lotto. For the 9 p.m. draw, beginning with the 6D Lotto, the winning numbers are 3, 8, 4, 2, 0 and 5. And for the 3D Lotto, the winning numbers are 9, 2 and 9. And the lucky numbers for 2D Lotto is 24 and 10 in exact order. For the Ultra Lotto 658 draw, the jackpot prize of 104,713,125 pesos and 80 centavos. The lucky numbers are 24, 46, 8, 26, 57, and 33. For the Super Lotto 649 draw with a jackpot prize of 106,780,738 pesos and 60 centavos. The lucky numbers are 10, 39, 22, 20, 41, and 42. For the Lotto 642 draw with a jackpot prize of 5,940,000 pesos. The lucky numbers are 29, 37, 26, 21, 17, and 8. There are no winners for the Ultra Lotto 658, Super Lotto 649, and Lotto 642 draws. And tonight's point to ponder on comes from Harry Lewis Golden, Jewish-American humorist, journalist, and author of various books, including Only in America. He was also the spokesperson for the rights of the oppressed, and he once said, "The only thing that overcomes hard luck is hard work." I'm a massive believer of hard work. I think that you can't always ride on being lucky in order to get your shots and your opportunities. You have to make sure that you put in the hard work and put in the sweat, blood, and tears. William?
Yes, I agree. There's no other way but hard work. Luck is, it's nice to be supplemented by luck, but you're right. We can't rely on it.
All right. Well, there are now only 48 days left before Christmas. And so goes PTV News Tonight's roundup of tomorrow's headline stories. I'm Sharms Espina.
And I'm William Theo. Join us again tomorrow on PTV News Tonight.
Magandang hapon, Malacanang Press Corps. Welcome sa ating pre-departure briefing ngayong Martes, November 7. Next week, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. will attend the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC Leaders Summit 2023 in San Francisco, California, USA, under the theme Creating a Resilient and Sustainable Future for All. After participating in the APEC Summit, President Marcos will be making working visits to Los Angeles, California, and Honolulu, Hawaii, where he will meet with business leaders and the Filipino community. To give us details about these visits in the United States, we have today Department of Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Charles C. Jose and Department of Trade and Industry Foreign Trade Service Corps Executive Director Althea Karen P. Antonio. Good afternoon, Yusek Jose and Executive Director Antonio. Go ahead.
Good afternoon to everyone. The President is attending this year's 30th APEC Economic Leaders Meeting, which will be held on November 15, 16, and 17 in San Francisco, California, USA. The APEC Leaders Meeting is the culmination of the year-long chairmanship and hosting by the United States of APEC in 2023. As we all know, the Philippines is a founding member of APEC in 1989. APEC is important to the Philippines because it is the primary forum for our engagement with the other economies in the Asia-Pacific region. 11 of our top 15 trading partners are APEC members. APEC economies account for 85% of our total exports and imports and about 56% of the foreign direct investments that enter the Philippines. This year's APEC theme is creating a resilient and sustainable future for all. Throughout the year, APEC's work focused on building sustainability, inclusivity, and resilience toward a peaceful and prosperous APEC region. There have been several successful outcomes from APEC's work in 2023, including the adoption of agreements that would advance food security, energy security, human resource development, digitalization, and supply chain resilience. This year's APEC theme aligns with the economic agenda of the administration of President Marcos Jr., the Philippine Development Plan, and the administration's 8-point socio-economic agenda envisage an economic transformation for a prosperous, inclusive, and resilient Philippines by prioritizing the creation of more quality and green jobs. Key to this economic transformation is ensuring a sustainable future for every Filipino to have a matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay. This reflects the importance of cooperation and of our involvement in the APEC agenda to pursue our economic interests. This is the second time that President Marcos Jr. is participating in the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting. For this year, the President is keen to push for financing a just, sustainable, and affordable energy transition through partnerships with the business sector. He will emphasize the need to invest more on clean energy to preserve and protect the environment while ensuring that we are energy secure and sufficient. With our experience from the COVID-19 pandemic, the President wishes to push for deeper cooperation in health and modernizing health systems and to ensure that our health professionals are recognized and provided with welfare they deserve. The President will also touch on digitalization and innovation, given that digital transformation is already upon us, and how we can best prepare our workforce and the larger human resource. Like in the previous year, the President will push for the digital participation of our MSMEs. The President will continue to push for cooperation in food security, particularly focusing on research and development, innovation, and equity and inclusivity, so as to benefit our small farmers, and in climate action, given the urgent need to be resilient to climate change. On other related activities, the President may have bilateral meetings with other leaders, but as the schedules and logistical considerations keep evolving, we are not able to confirm any at this point. As for the business community, the President will lead a Philippine economic briefing and have several meetings with top U.S. companies. He will also attend the APEC CEO Summit and the APEC Leaders Dialogue with the APEC Business Advisory Council. The President will also be meeting with our Filipino community in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Honolulu. This, in summary, will be the Philippine participation in the APEC High-Level Week later this month. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We shall open the floor for questions, and if you have anything that Director Antonio can answer, please direct the question to her. Job Manahan, ABS-CBN.
Po, good morning po. Ay, good afternoon. Sir, clarification lang, yung November 15 to 17, kasama na po dito yung visit to LA and yung sa Honolulu? Or ibang dates pa po yun?
Hindi pa, no? Yung 17, yung APEC proper lang. But then the President will be leaving, I think, November 18 for Los Angeles and also for Honolulu on the, no, I think on the 17th, he'll be leaving San Francisco for Los Angeles, and then he'll be meeting the Filipino community on the 18th. And then he will leave Los Angeles for Honolulu on the 18th. And he will be meeting the Filipino community on the evening of the 18th.
Ano pa po yung, ano pa po yung mga itinerary dun sa Honolulu, Hawaii?
The President is being invited to visit the Indo-Pacific Pacific Command, and he will also have a roundtable discussion with the Daniel Inouye Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies.
Sir, last na po, sino pong kasama ni President Marcos dun sa Indo-Pacific Command?
His official delegation will form part of the President's delegation when he visits Honolulu.
How about the U.S. counterpart, sir?
Oh.
Is there information on that sa U.S. counterpart po ng Indo-Pacific Command?
Right now, I don't have the information as to who will be on the other side.
Alexis Romero, Philippine Star.
Yusek, you mentioned he was invited to the Indo-Pacific Command. Has he accepted the invitation?
Yes, no. It's already in the, I think, President's schedule for the visit. But I don't have the complete details with me right now. But I know it's already a part of the President's program.
What will be the agenda for that visit? Will that include the situation in the Indo-Pacific, including the South China Sea?
Well, like I said, I don't have all the details, but I would imagine that would be part of the visit. There will be a security briefing.
Nestor Corrales, Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Sir, there's a report from, just a follow-up on the Indo-Pacific visit. There's a report from Nikkei that a head of state visiting a foreign military's regional commander is unusual in terms of a diplomatic protocol. What can you say about this, and what's the importance of the President's visit to this U.S. command in Hawaii?
Well, I would imagine because the President will be in Honolulu to meet with the Filipino community. So I would imagine this was an opportunity for the Pacific Command to invite the Philippine President.
Perhaps we can hear a little bit from the GTI on some of the program thrusts that the President will be participating in.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, for the DTI, as mentioned earlier, we are lining up some business activities in different configurations, from a big business forum up to a level of one-on-one meetings. So this will be, as mentioned by Undersecretary Jose, with U.S. companies. Thank you.
Okay. Maurice Umali, GMA 7.
Hi, good afternoon, sirs, ma'am. Sir and ma'ams, I mean. Sir, can you just elaborate on the significance of the invitation of the Indo-Pacific Command to the President amidst the trilateral agreement that we have had with America and Japan in the middle of all this tension in the South China Sea?
I think the President will be focusing his visit in San Francisco, in Los Angeles, and in Honolulu in meeting the Filipino community. So I think that will be the main focus of his visit to these 3 American cities.
Yes, sir, we understand. But there's also an invitation. And this is just happening right after a trilateral agreement happened in the midst of all the tension in the South China Sea. How significant is this visit that the President has accepted this invitation? Yusek, Charles, Jose. Sir, kasi of course we understand we have been very vocal with our stance in terms of the harassments that have been happening. Marami na po tayong statements that we have released so far, stronger than the previous administration. And now there's a trilateral agreement that has been made, and now there's an invitation from the Indo-Pacific Command. Just after the trilateral agreement has been made, and with all the tensions that have been happening in the South China Sea. So just a short answer from you, sir. How significant is this acceptance of the invitation?
Well, of course, it adds a layer to the cooperation that we're trying to establish with like-minded states in order to promote what we have been advocating all along, a rules-based order, and especially in the maritime areas.
Okay.
Sir, sorry.
Given that the visit is quite important, let's wait for the events to unfold, and we shall inform you of the details. And also, the President will be visiting and meeting with the Filipino communities both in LA, Hawaii, and also in San Francisco. Are there other questions?
May I just
I think this ends our briefing. Yeah, thank you very much, Yusek. And any other statements that you'd like to make? Nora? Okay. Thank you very much, Malacanang Press Corps. Magandang hapon po.
Bato-bato sa langit. Tama na yung pisto. Sumali na lang sa political exercise.
Ang tamaan sa may init na komentaryo,
Baka pwede nang ibalik ang parusang bitay.
ay huwag magagalit.
Kukonsintihin nyo ang kawatan dyan sa airport. Wow!
Mike Abe, live. Balanse at walang prenong pagtatalakay sa mga pinakamaiinit na issue ng bayan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 9 ng umaga. Simulcast over Radyo Pilipinas. Mike Abe, live.
Sa oras ng himala, mararanasan ang tunay na himala.
Paano na naman po yung cancer? Nakakita na po ako talaga.
Ang himala po rito totoo.
May himala sa oras ng himala!
At labis na mapapagpala na pinangungunahan ni Apostol Renato D. Carillo.
Pilipinas! Si Kristo ay tagapagligtas ninyo at dakila niyong manggagamot.
Mapapanood araw-araw dito sa PTV 4.
PTV Consumer Watch, bantay presyo sa gasolina. Check out your dream machines with veteran journalist Ron De Los Reyes in one of the longest-running motoring shows on Philippine television. Auto Review, Saturday afternoons, only here on PTV.
Susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Magandang bagong Pilipinas. Ngayon ay Martes, November 7, 2023. Diretsahang usapan sa mahalagang isyu sa bansa kasama ang mga kinatawan ng mga ahensya ng pamahalaan. Ako po si Nina Corpus.
May init na balita at mga problemang dapat aksyonan ng ating bibigyang solusyon. Ako po si Chi Atienza.
Tutok lang, narito na ang Bagong Pilipinas ngayon. Bumagal sa 4.9% ang inflation o ang pagtaas ng presyo ng mga produkto at serbisyo sa bansa sa buwan ng Oktubre kumpara sa 6.1% noong Setyembre. Ayon sa Philippine Statistics Authority, ang pangunahing dahilan ng mas mababang antas ng inflation ay ang mas mabagal na pagtaas ng food and non-alcoholic beverages. Nakaambag din sa pagbaba ng inflation para sa food and non-alcoholic beverages ang cereals and cereal products, katulad ng bigas na may 10.8% inflation. Kaugnay nito na itala ang average inflation mula Enero hanggang Oktubre 2023 sa 6.4%. Samantala, tiniyak naman ni National Economic and Development Authority Secretary Arsenio Balisaca na patuloy pa ring babantayan ng pamahalaan ang presyo ng mga pangunahing bilihin kabilang ang pagkain, transportasyon, enerhiya at mga hamon na dulot ng geopolitical uncertainties at El Nino. Magpapatuloy rin anya ang tulong ng pamahalaan sa vulnerable sectors. Tatlong bagong proyekto ng Department of Agriculture at iba pang update sa agri-products ating tatalakayin kasama si Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa, ang tagapagsalita ng Department of Agriculture. ASEC, magandang tanghali po at welcome sa Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.
Magandang tanghali, Nina at Chi. Magandang tanghali sa lahat na nakikinig at nanonood.
Asek, unahin ko na po itong 3 bagong proyekto ng DA. Ano-ano po ang mga ito at paano po ito makakatulong sa sektor ng agrikultura sa bansa?
Ninya, yung bagong malalaking proyekto na pinopondohan ng World Bank ay ang scale-up ng Philippine Rural Development Project. It's a $600 million facility na, again, galing sa World Bank. Ang pakay nito ay palakasin yung value chain infrastructure and enterprises ng mga high-value commodities including rice and corn ng ating sektor. Pangalawa, yung Mindanao Inclusive Agri-Development Project, nagkakalaga ng $120 million. Pakay nito na tulungan ang ating mga magsasaka at mangingisda na nakabilang sa Indigenous Peoples Community na may angat ang kanilang kabuhayan sa pagsasaka at pangingisda sa buong Mindanao. Pangatlo ay ang Peace Corps na naglalayon na palakasin ang ating pangisdaan sa FMA 6 and FMA 9 na sumasakop sa mahigit sa 20 probinsya sa buong bansa, Ninya.
Okay, Asek, si Chipo ito. Paano po makakatulong itong Philippine Rural Development Project sa scale-up project sa profitability ng ating mga mangingisda at mga magsasaka?
Pangunahing layunin nito na makapagbigay ng access at infrastructure, lalong-lalo na sa post-harvest, distribution at logistics. Sa pamamagitan ng programa na ito ay makakadagdag ito doon sa ating access at doon sa pagganda ng kanilang logistics at distribution systems, mapasaayos yung post-harvest and processing ng mga key agricultural commodities at magkaroon ng karagdagang pondo ang ating mga farmer cooperatives and associations at ma-ensure na yung ating mga facilities ay tumutugon doon sa hamon ng climate change.
Asek, ano-ano naman po ang mga prioridad at tututukan nitong Mindanao Inclusive Agriculture Development Project? Ilang mga magsasaka po at mga mangingisda ang makikinabang sa proyektong ito mula dyan sa Mindanao?
Tama niya, pangunahin na layunin itong Mindanao Inclusive Agri-Development Project ay tulungan yung mahigit na 26 ancestral domains sa Mindanao at layunin nito about 300,000 na mga magsasaka at mangingisda. May angat yung kanilang kabuhayan. So ang primary focus nito ay magkaroon ng dagdag na pondo para magkaroon sila ng pag-angat. Sila kasi ay nadoon sa medyo mababa pa yung kanilang level of productivity. So sa pamamagitan ng proyekto nito ay magkakaroon sila ng additional na pondo at insentiba para maiangat yung kanilang kabuhayan at yung kanilang oportunidad na madagdagan yung kita nila sa pagsasaka at pangingisda.
Okay, Asek, paano naman po mapapalago ang fishery production sa bansa sa pamamagitan nitong Fishery Resiliency Project?
Itong FISCOR or Fishery Resiliency Corps project natin, ang pakay nito ay ma-actionan ng proyekto na to yung mga key constraints sa value chain ng fishery. Halimbawa, yung ating mga cold storages, yung ating mga facilities, ports, at kung ano-ano pa, kasi maraming problema sa lugar, lalo na doon sa ating mga baybaying dagat. Pag nakapangisda, kulang yung ating mga facility para mapataas o mapatagal yung shelf life ng isda natin, para maging mapanatili na presko at maganda ang kalidad hanggang sa makarating sa ating consumers. So pakay nito na mapaganda palalo yung ating fishery sector.
Sa ibang usapin naman, Asek, ano naman po ang mga hakbang ng Department of Agriculture sa ngayon tungkol sa produksyon ng agri-products sa bansa?
Ninya, ang pakay ngayon ng ating bagong kalihim, newly appointed Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. ay palakasin pa lalo yung local production ng key agricultural commodities, particular ang ating rice sector. Gusto niya na mas madagdagan pa yung ating level of productivity At kung maiwasan ay mabawasan ang importation natin at tuluyan na natin na makamit sa mga susunod na panahon yung ating magandang productivity level.
Okay, Asek, may mga hakbang din po ba kayo upang ma-stabilize ang mga presyo ng mga agricultural products dito sa ating bansa?
Tama yan, si. Isa rin yun sa tinitingnan at bilin ng ating Pangulo at bilin ng ating Secretary Chu Laurel Jr. na bantayan mabuti yung mga presyo. At natutuwa kami sa bagong inilabas ng Philippine Statistics Authority na naging maganda ngayon yung food inflation, hindi ganun kataas at malaki rin yung binaba ng inflation pagdating sa bigas dahil matatag yung supply natin. Sa pork at chicken ay maganda rin ang supply natin. Ganon din sa iba pang key agricultural commodities. At ang bili ng ating bagong kalihim ay panatilihin na maganda at stable yung ating mga productivity at production, and at the same time masigurado natin na affordable sa ating mga mamamayang Pilipino ang ating mga agricultural commodities.
Asek, meron po tayong tanong dito mula kay Bernadette Reyes ng GMA News. Bumagal po ang inflation rate nitong Oktubre. Isa po sa nagpapababa ay ang mas mababang presyo ng bigas. Dahil po kaya ito sa price cap na ginawa ninyo?
Tama yun, Nina and Bernadette. Yung mandated price ceiling, yung as per Executive Order 38, nagkaroon niya ng epekto sa mga huling bahagi ng buwan ng Setyembre going to the month of October. Definitely, malaki yung naging impact from 50 plus pesos na presyo ng bigas hanggang sa maging 45 sa well-milled at 41. So kaya nakita natin dito sa resulta ng inflation, in particular yung food inflation ng bigas, ay malaki ang binaba.
Okay, sir, meron naman tayong tanong mula kay Clizel Pardilla ng PTV. Gaano po katotoo na tinamaan ng stem borer yung peste po ang 20% ng palay sa Isabela at ilang palayan sa Pangasinan na ang dahilan na pagtaas ng presyo ng palay dahil po dito nga sa tinamaan na stem borer na ito? Posible po ba itong makaapekto sa overall rice output ngayong end of 2023?
Ninya, base doon sa report na nakuha namin sa Regional Field Office namin sa Cagayan Valley, bagamat tinamaan ng stem borer yung Isabela, only about 75 hectares out of the total 120,000 hectares na palayan ng Isabela yung naapektuhan.